Big happenings with women's tennis as we get set for the Big South Championships beginning this weekend in Lynchburg. Joined by the head coach, Jeff Marin. And, Coach, congratulations on an outstanding regular season. But now it gets pretty serious as we head to postseason play. First off, hosting the tournament for the first time, at least the Big South Championship. How excited are you and your team?
Really excited. I mean, it's so nice to be right here on campus and not have to go anywhere and organize and eat out all the time. I mean, it's just good to be right where we want to be. You know, it's just nice to have some home cooking and maybe get some good results out here on the courts, in our favor, because we just really enjoy playing on our own surface. So
now you will play on Saturday. You'll face either Longwood or Radford, and 8, 9, you never know who is going to end up on the upper end of that one, and they have played some competitive tennis before. So as you scout that match coming up, what will you do to watch that match, and what are some of the legalities and rules about what you can and cannot watch for the other tournament?
Well, the good thing is we've played both of these teams. They're going to play pretty much the same lineup. We feel pretty comfortable with knowing what they're going to present to us. So how much we watch right now is we watch a little bit, but I don't think we need to watch as much. We pretty much know what we're going to see. And I think the girls are very confident going in. Whoever we play, Longwood or Radford, will feel pretty confident.
And I think just kind of reading in between the lines, you prepare as much as you can, but sometimes you can over-prepare and overthink things. And I think at this point in the season, postseason, you've seen these teams before, so nothing should surprise you.
Yeah, it's interesting. Coach Lemmy and I are up in the office, all day. We're preparing our notes so that we can have notes when we go onto the court. But we're really not talking to the girls too much about it. We're really just letting them decompress, work on their games. We don't even really want to talk to them about the opponents that they're facing. We're just talking about their games. Sometimes if we talk too much about it, it gets in their head too much. So we think about it, they don't.
Finishing as the number 1 seed, we've talked to you before. This has been a steady climb for this program. At one point, and maybe it was last year, I don't know, that you thought, so we're building something special here. And lo and behold, you get the top seed in this year's Big South Championship. So kind of what has gone into building and molding this program?
Well, it's, when I arrived 4 years ago, I came in with a 5-year plan. Right. And the 5th year was the year that we were definitely going to win conference. We were moved towards the top 50 in the country. The 4th year was when we were going to have a good shot at winning conference and sneaking into the rankings. And so we've kind of progressed exactly the way we thought. Each year we've had a lot of firsts. We've done a lot of first things for the program each year we've gone through. This year, we feel like we've got a legit shot to win, although we have a lot of good competition. All the top 4 seeds are very strong, and they all have the opportunity to win. So we're just one of those 4 teams. But I think we've put ourselves in a spot to be able to accomplish the goal that we have in front of us.
How about the tennis on the court? Where is this team making strides? What is this team doing really well right now?
Well, we're playing good doubles. We did have a little rough patch for a couple of weeks, but that's about it. The rest of the season, we've played good doubles. We finished with good doubles. So I think that's a big part of what we do. We are able to get that first point quite often, and that takes a little pressure off of us. And then I think just with the tough schedule that we've had, I think the girls have just become more gritty, more match tough, more mentally strong. And I think that's a process. It takes time to get there. But I think just putting them in battle after battle and forcing them to compete at a high level consistently, whether they did it all the time or not, it's raised their mental game. And so I think that's something that we can count on a lot more now than we maybe could in the past.
And I know the mental game is a part that you do not underestimate. Knowing you, that's what I like about you and how you build programs. It's not so much the physical, but with tennis being one-on-one, it's so much between the ears with a lot of these student athletes. All right, 9 a.m. Saturday is when you get to action in the championship. Give me an idea as we tape this on Monday, what this week's going to be like for you and your team.
Well, we're going to have a strong practice today, and then the rest of the week is going to start slowly tapering off. We'll have hard practices, but they'll be shorter. And then we'll start thinking a little bit more about what's coming up. But right now, in the beginning of the week, it's just practice. It's working on specifics, small parts of their game. And then as we move on, it'll become more the mental part of the game as we get ready and focus in. But believe me, the girls are ready to play. They're excited.
We're a week out. I'm excited already. It's kind of got that excitement about this tournament and having it at home, number 1 seed. A lot to build on here for this women's tennis team. Jeff, we appreciate the time.
Thank you very much.
Saturday, 9 a.m., ladies tennis team is going to get in action against either Radford or Longwood. For the coach, I'm Alan York for LibertyFlames.com.